Today on CTV News at 5, LRT expansion, the report from regional staff on the rail line route recommendation. Plus, the Blue Jays take 2 out of 3 in LA and return home with a chance to win the Fall Classic tomorrow. And safety advice ahead of Halloween, from trick-or-treating to handling the candy. Tips to celebrate this spooky evening safely. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. The expansion of the LRT into Cambridge has crossed another major milestone. This week, regional staff are out with a report recommending the full extension of the LRT from Fairway Station in Kitchener to downtown Galt. CTV's Jeff Pickle is following this for us tonight. Jeff, staff looked at many different options, but ultimately supported the full route.
Well, Leanne, they looked at what a bus rapid transit plan would look like. They looked at ending the rail line at the Delta and at Pine Bush, but ultimately regional staff say the best bang for your buck is to go all the way down to the Angley Street area in Galt. Now, the conversation of if or when this project should be extended to Cambridge started even before the completion of the KW line. The staff report found when it comes to investment and connectivity, it makes the most sense to continue the KW line to the south end of Cambridge. Cambridge Regional Councillor Doug Craig says the goal of the LRT is connecting the region as one.
This isn't simply just a Cambridge project. It's a project that completes a transit system in the region of Waterloo that's expecting to have 1 million people in the next decade or so. And that's what this is really all about. It will bring Cambridge in, and Cambridge residents will have benefits from it.
Now, with this option comes the largest price tag. Staff estimating it will cost over $4 billion by the time it's built in 2033. We'll have more on the costs coming up at 6. Leanne?
Okay, Jeff, thank you for that. CTV's Jeff Pickle joining us live. The Preston Legion will be moving next year, but members won't have to go too far. We'll go to CTV's Tony Grace live in studio for an update on some other top stories today. Tony, good afternoon.
Well, Leanne, the Legion's been on Westminster Drive in Cambridge since 1947, but the building's aging and there are accessibility concerns. For example, right now, anyone unable to use the stairs inside has to go up an outside ramp. The new building will be built on what's currently the parking lot and will be 1 floor. It's expected to help the organization save money as well.
Right now we have 2 kitchens, we have 2 bars. So inventory is just, there's 2 separate inventories, it adds on and on. So in the new place, the layout of it is going to be washrooms, bar, and kitchen in the center so that it can feed and service both sides, lounge and hall.
CTV's Karis Mapp has more on the timeline at 6. And also coming up, 2 University of Waterloo grads have changed how hitters prepare for Major League Baseball games. They've created the Traject Arc pitching robot, which combines AI and video projection in an all-encompassing machine that replicates the real experience of batting against a professional pitcher. Both the LA Dodgers and...
He throws from an extremely high release point. You've never seen him before. How did you prepare for him?
I mean, we did a lot of traject at home, getting used to him. So, like anything, you know, you got to watch and see if they're making adjustments. But it's something it's tough to replicate, you know, from video or traject, whatever you want to call it.
And as we were just seeing there, both the LA Dodgers and Toronto Blue Jays have talked about using this technology in their quest for the World Series. Spencer Turcotte gets a behind-the-scenes look at the tech and speaks with its creators coming up at 6. Those stories and more coming up at 6, Leanne.
Okay, Tony, thank you. And Alex joins me next for a look at the full forecast. Pretty dreary day out there. We saw the rain pretty much consistently throughout the day.
Yeah, for much of, not just us here in Waterloo region, but much of southern southwestern Ontario also experiencing some wet conditions out there today. So hopefully you remember to take an umbrella with you before heading out the door this morning. And some light rain expected to still stick with us as we look at our satellite and radar map. Temperature-wise, though, we are sitting at about 6 degrees, so going down 1 degree. 7 was our daytime high. We hit that actually around 9 o'clock or so this morning. Many other areas also sitting in that single-digit territory. And, yes, a bit of cloud cover still sticking with us with the chance for a bit more wet weather. The big question, of course, is it going to rain for prime trick-or-treating time? So we're going to break that all down a little bit later in your full forecast. But for now, we're going to take a live look from North Waterloo. Leanne, like you said, cloudy, dreary, and plenty of fog we're seeing from our tower camp this hour.
Yeah, certainly. Looks spooky out there just in time for Halloween. We'll take a break, tell you what you need to know. Enjoy toddler-friendly trick-or-treating at local businesses in downtown Kitchener. The museum's annual Halloween Top Parade takes place tomorrow from 10 until noon. Show off the costumes. Pre-registration for the event is required.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. ctvkitchener.ca, your home for news.
Everyone is gearing up for Halloween tomorrow, but no one wants to take the treat out of trick-or-treating. There are some things you should think of to keep your kids safe. For advice, let's bring in Dr. Nicola Mercer, the Medical Officer of Health in Wellington, Dufferin, Guelph. Hi, Dr. Mercer. Thanks for your time.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
So every year we hear reports of tampered Halloween candy, from razor blades to sewing needles, even heard reports about poison before. What is the best practice to ensure the candy is safe to eat?
Yeah, this is a really interesting question. As a parent who are sending your children out, the number one thing I would advise you is to make sure your children don't actually eat any of the candy prior to getting home. Because what you want to do is you want to actually, if you're not with them, if they're going out on their own, you want to be able to sort the candy, look through it carefully, make sure if there's any obvious tampering. And then obviously, in addition to that, you need to know the neighborhood that you're putting your child in. So I really advise most parents, you should be especially with younger children, you should really be attending with your children, understanding where they're going to get their candy, and definitely sort and look through it. And if it looks suspicious, then please don't serve it to your child, throw it out.
Okay. Of course, all kids should be careful before eating trick-or-treat goodies on Halloween, but especially those with allergies and sensitivities. What are some key safety tips for those who do have those sensitivities?
Well, for families where the child has a true allergy, first of all, that child almost for sure knows about it. And when they go to school, they have an EpiPen at school, or they're encouraged to carry an EpiPen on their person in a backpack or in a fanny pack. So those children often are the ones that are prepared. But this is where you still need to have a parent going through and sorting through the child's candy. And if there's any doubt, if you can't find an ingredient list on a candy, then unfortunately that child should not consume that candy. When it comes to sensitivities, those are more like, I say, a gluten sensitivity. It's a little bit trickier. They're not usually life-threatening illnesses, but again, for a parent to make sure the child understands why you're sorting through their candy is for their well-being, for their safety, and to make sure that everything that they do end up eating is something that they should be eating.
Okay. I think the magic of Halloween is super important for the kids, but it's likely, going to be a dark evening. What should everyone keep in mind when they do head out the door?
I think this is really important for parents to understand that it is dark. Right now we are at 5 o'clock when the children are going out. It's getting to be dusk. So between 5 and 9, if you are a parent sending a child out, make sure your child has things like reflective tape on their costume. A lot of costumes are really dark. Children are really excited. They're very likely to dash across the road to get to the other side to trick or treat on another house. So please give your children some safety tips. Make sure they travel in groups. Make sure that they are well visible, that you can carry a flashlight, you can carry one of those glow sticks. And if you're with young children, I encourage you to take them by the hand, lead them down the sidewalk. Now, if you're a driver, we have an onus to make sure that we are safe driving. This between 5 and 9 on tomorrow, on Halloween Eve, you need to be extra vigilant. So if you are driving in neighborhoods where children may be trick-or-treating, you really need to be careful, because we have a responsibility to keep our children safe.
Certainly. Okay, let's go back to the candy to finish things off. Of course, kids are excited when they get home with all these goodies, but when it comes to actually eating the treats, how much is okay? How much is too much?
Well, this is a really interesting question because I'm sure if the child part of my brain is saying, well, there's never, too much. But as parents, we all know that, please don't eat all of your Halloween candy on one night. However, I think this is going to be a parent decision. I do think, though, that we all know the effects of too much sugar on young children. And if you're a child listening, I'm not telling your parents how much that you can eat, but I think within reason, don't divide it out, spread it out, enjoy it over a number of days rather than all at once.
I think the parents like to sneak a candy or chocolate or two themselves, but certainly important advice to keep in mind as you're heading out the door trick-or-treating tomorrow. Dr. Mercer, thank you so much. We are going to take a quick break, but first we will tell you what you need to know. From a live band to a DJ and drag queens, Maxwell's Concerts and Events is hosting Emo Night Halloween Edition. Enjoy alternative classics with a spooky twist. You can grab tickets for that one online.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Very rainy, wet day out there in Waterloo Region, and as you mentioned, for much of Southern Ontario, I've already decided tonight I'm having soup and grilled cheese. It's one of those nights.
It is a soup and grilled cheese night, especially when it's starting to get a little bit cooler too. This is a night where you just kind of want to layer on the blankets, maybe sit by a fire, watch a nice movie or something.
Love that.
Kind of nice and cozy, but it is feeling a little bit eerie out there, which is appropriate for the day before Halloween as we look from downtown Kitchener from our tower cam this hour. It is cloudy. We are noticing a bit of fog out there as well, and still some wet conditions too. Depending on where you are, rain might be heavier in some sections across Southern Ontario at this point, but that rain expected to stick around getting into the evening hours, overnight, and even to start off your day tomorrow. So I know many people wondering, is it going to be around? Of course, we're going to need an umbrella, the rain boots for prime trick-or-treating time. We're going to take a look at that in just a moment. But looking at our future cast for the rest of the evening, the rain still sticking with us. Again, heavy at times, especially if you're going to be in the Brantford area getting into the evening hours tonight. Overnight, it could lighten up a little bit, but still expected to see rain pretty much on and off right throughout. And then getting into your Friday morning hours, again, that is expected to end. And around noon or so, that's when it should hopefully leave and head more east. So for us here in Kitchener-Waterloo, for London, Sarnia, you should be in the clear as of the afternoon, which is good news for prime trick-or-treating hours. So around 5 to 8 o'clock or so tomorrow. And then getting into Saturday, chance for a little bit of wet weather. We could see a scattered shower or so. We could also see some mixing conditions if you are going to be a little bit further north as well. And in terms of rainfall total, at this point, 15 millimeters is what we're estimating for Waterloo Region at this point. 13 if you are in the city of Guelph, just 8 in Barrie, and 10 potentially millimeters rather in Owen Sound area. Temperature-wise, 6 degrees it is right now for us here in Waterloo Region. Our daytime high was 7. We hit that first around 9 o'clock this afternoon. Then things cooled down a little bit, and then by the afternoon we went back up to 7. So a little bit of a yo-yo kind of day temperature-wise. London sitting at 6, and it is 7 right now in the city of Toronto. So getting into the overnights, yes, periods of rain sticking with us, dropping down to a low of 4 degrees, and then tomorrow 9. That is our expected daytime high. Again, those showers expected to end by the morning, turning to more of a mix of sun and cloud. We potentially will see more cloud than sun tomorrow, and still at this point just seeing a 40% chance of showers. But again, for prime trick-or-treating hours, we should be in the clear for that. So in terms of our almanac for the day, pretty much sitting seasonal. That sunrise just before 8 o'clock rather this morning, and now setting 6:16 p.m. And a reminder, of course, too, Sunday overnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, we fall back by 1 hour. So your clocks and phones should update automatically, but if you have anything manual, just something to keep in mind there. Okay, over the next several days, you have that chance of showers sticking with us for your Saturday. 8 degrees is our expected daytime high. For Saturday in particular, though, we should be getting down to an overnight low of -3, so that'll be one of the cooler overnights that we can expect to see. But it looks like we can enjoy some nice vitamin D, some sunshine for your Sunday with a high of 10.
what everyone is talking about today. The Toronto Blue Jays just one win away from winning their first World Series since 1993 after a stunning performance to take Game 5 and the series lead from the LA Dodgers.
This is why we're all so tired this week. CTV's Allison Hurst has more from Toronto, where fans are hoping to see the Jays clinch the trophy at home on Friday.
What a game, what a night, and despite the weather that we're all experiencing, it is nothing but smiles from people as they wait in line for merchandise and as the Blue Jays continue to smash expectations and records out of the ballpark. On the first pitch of the game, Davis Schneider hit it out of the park.
The first pitch of the ball game!
And no one loved it more than his dad. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up next.
My, oh my, what a start for the Blue Jays here tonight.
Doubled down with back-to-back home runs to start the game.
Absolutely mind-blowing. It's amazing how deep this team goes.
But the story of Game 5 may be starting pitcher 22-year-old Trey Yesavage and his dominance on the mound, setting a new World Series rookie record with 12 strikeouts.
The guy's only 22 years old and he's playing at like super high level. This is like unheard of. Stuff legends are made of. It was fantastic. The couple dingers to start the game, that was also super exciting too. But let's give this one to Yesavage.
Manager John Schneider was blown away.
It's a different pitcher when he has his stuff. Game 1 didn't have a feel for his split, so I'm kind of blown away at what he did.
Yesavage silenced the star-studded Dodgers offense, holding them to just one home run.
It's a crazy world, crazy world. Hollywood couldn't have made it this good.
Blake and Austin de Nobrega were inside Rogers Center for the watch party and have big plans to catch the game tomorrow.
Hope they win because my friend will be over for a sleepover with me, so I hope we can watch them win on Friday.
Watch it for the sleepover?
Yeah. I think we're gonna end trick-or-treating early so that we can go back and watch it.
Not even the weather can keep these fans down.
Literally entire country, like one win away. We have 2 cracks at it. If you don't win tomorrow, we have at least one more at home. It's huge. I can't even believe it. It's just thinking about it, walking over here, I'm like, this is really happening. So yeah, hopefully we can get it done.
As the series returns to Toronto for Game 6. Game 6 will likely be a tough one. We are going to see a rematch of Game 2 with Kevin Gossman on the mound for the Jays and the Dodgers' Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
I am very grateful, very lucky, have to say that first, but I will be heading to Toronto to take in the game tomorrow.
We are all extremely jealous, but imagine being able to witness.
Imagine they win. All right, fingers crossed. Still ahead on CTV News at 5, the OUA football semifinals, the matchup between Laurier and Guelph, and who is favored to win Sunday. Details next.
And here's what you need to know. Knox Presbyterian Church in the city of Guelph is hosting a one-day fall festival with several vendors on site. That is this Saturday. You can check it out between 10 and 3 p.m. From crafty crochet toys to charms, gifts, there's so much more. Something for everyone. Stay with us.
The final 5 stories we're keeping an eye on today. If you spotted any smoke while passing through or by Pearson Airport earlier today, officials say it's not a cause for concern. There may have been some smoke in the area as live burning training took place near the airport. It was carried out by the Fire and Emergency Services Training Institute, which is a private career college run by the Greater Toronto Airports Authority. It also works in conjunction with Pearson's own emergency services. The exercise was set to wrap up around 3 o'clock. Ontario families are now waiting 5 years to get autism services for their kids. The Ontario Autism Coalition launched a Freedom of Information request after parents reported an increase in wait times over the past several years. It found that more than 84,000 children are registered for the autism program, but fewer than 20,000 are receiving funding to access core services. Those who are now receiving funding signed up for the program 5 years ago. As neighborhoods prepare for Halloween festivities, one group is raising awareness of the barriers keeping some kids from taking part in trick-or-treating. More than 1 in 10 school-age children in Canada identifies as having at least one disability. That can make it difficult for some to go door to door and go up and down steps, and that can often leave them excluded from the fun of Halloween. The group Treat Accessibility says its goal is to raise awareness and encourage homeowners to ensure all kids are included. The Highway 7 rivalry heads to the gridiron this weekend. The Wilfrid Laurier Golden Hawks and Guelph Griffins will face off in the Ontario University semifinals on Saturday. Guelph took down Western in a wild quarterfinal game last week, defeating the Mustangs 18-17 by scoring a rouge in the final seconds. Laurier is the favorite to win, but when the two teams met in August, Laurier only beat Guelph by 5 points. The Golden Hawks say they are not taking them lightly.
I think a lot of people see that Guelph was 3-5 throughout the year and think, you know what, this isn't a matchup, but all we're thinking about is that week 1 performance they had against us and how close it is. So we're going to respect them. They've got a great quarterback in Tristan Aboud. Marshall McRae makes a lot of plays. We're familiar with their coaching staff. So Coach Soria is going to have them ready to go, and we're going to make sure Laurier's ready to go.
What a matchup. Something to do this weekend if you're looking for Saturday plans. Colton Weeds will have more at 6. And finally for us, the 2nd annual Ultimate Burger Battle is back. The United Way Guelph Wellington Dufferin launched the Delicious Challenge, aiming to raise money to help combat food insecurity. For the month of November, participating restaurants will offer a burger on its menu with $2 from everyone sold going back to the United Way. Last year, over $20,000 was raised. They hope to beat it this time around.
It's really sort of like a win-win-win. It brings people together around a food that a lot of people love. It supports local restaurants, and then at the same time, it provides funding back to food security initiatives.
Ashley Bacon will hear from some of the participating chefs about their burgers and winning strategies coming up in the next hour. I know I said I was going to have soup and grilled cheese for dinner, but now I feel like I need to get one of those burgers. They look delicious. All right, that's it for us. We'll be back at the top of the hour with your next local news. Have a great night.